Next topic is type of self-awareness. First is a private or internal self-awareness. So this type of self-awareness means private or internal self-awareness is when a person aware of something about himself that other people might not be. Clear? So for example, a student has to read in front of the class and recognizing the feeling of butterflies in his stomach as a signal that he is nervous is private self-awareness, because he knows only about himself, not others. Okay, as he feeling nervous. So next is, this is called internal or private self-awareness. Next is a public or external self-awareness. External self-awareness is when you are aware of how other people are seeing you. So this can be hard for students who have trouble reading social cues. For example, one student stands very close to other while talking, noticing that he is making other uncomfortable, and taking a step back is an example of a public self-awareness, because he now aware about himself. Okay, he should take one step back before from them, because they feeling uncomfortable. Okay, so next is self-awareness also help people find situation in which they will be most effective and assist with intuitive decision making. Clear? Next is, what are the ways which helps in self-awareness? First is the skill development. Second is knowing your strength and weakness. And next is developing intuitive decision making skill. Means skill development means helps people identify gaps in their skills, which promotes skill development. Having an accurate sense of who you are help you decide what you should do to improve. First of all, you have to check who you are, and next thing is you have to improve yourself, what you should do to improve. Okay, if any weakness in yourself. Okay, next is knowing your strength and weakness. You have to check your strengths and weakness, weak points and qualities. Helps to exploit your strength and cope with your weakness. For instance, if you are someone who is good at seeing the big picture, that sounds decision, but not as good at focusing on the detail, you might want to consult colleagues and subordinates that are more detail oriented when making major decision. Okay, so now you are consulting with your subordinates for more detail oriented when you are making major decisions. So this is your weakness and this is a good point, means you are good at seeing the picture, big picture. Clear? So you have to check your strength and weakness. Next is, if any weakness is there, you have to improve your weakness also. So next is developing intuitive decision making skill. Intuitive decision making skills means leaders with self-awareness are more effective decision maker in complex situations. Okay, intuitive decision maker process large amount of sometimes unstructured and ambiguous data, and they choose a course of action based on gut feeling or a sense what's best. Okay, based on gut feeling, or you can say that a sense of what's best.